Hello friends, you are watching my YouTube channel Cholgesar Biology. In the previous lecture, we studied the endospermic development, or you can say development of endosperm. These are the events when fertilization takes place. These are the post-fertilization changes or post-fertilization event. There are main two events in the next to the fertilization. These are the development of endosperm and the very important, the development of embryo, that is the embryogenesis. In this lecture, we are going to study the embryonic development in dicot plant and in the monocot plant. First, we will study the embryonic development. All the development occurs within the ovule in the embryo sac. This is the embryo sac surrounded by the ovules. This is the ovule and this is the embryo sac. And in the embryo sac, here is the zygote. Here is the zygote, and this zygote will develop into the embryo. The process of development of zygote into the embryo is called as the embryogenesis, and this process occurs in the occurs towards the micropylar end of the embryo sac. Let us study one by one the development. Here it is the zygote, which is a diploid 2n. This is the zygote, and this zygote will develop into the embryo, and this embryo later will develop into the plant. Now let us study the development. This zygote undergoes the first cell division. The first cell division is unequal. Zygote undergoes cell division. First cell division. The first cell division is unequal, forming the two-celled stage. Like this, it forms the two-celled stage. The lower micropylar cell, the cell towards the micropylar end, is called as the basal or suspensor cell. It is called as the suspensor cell, and the upper cell towards the chalaza end, or towards the upper cell towards the chalaza, is called as the embryonal. Is called as the embryonal cell. Understood? The zygote undergoes first cell division. The first cell division is unequal, forming a two-celled stage. This two-celled stage contains the two cells. The upper cell is called as the embryonal cell, and the lower cell towards the micropyle is called as the suspensor cell. And now the embryo is called as the proembryo. This stage is called as the proembryo. This stage is called as a proembryo. Now let us study the development. After this, the suspensor cell divides transversely in one plane. The suspensor cell divides transversely in one plane, forming a 6 to 10 cell structure like this. Suspensor cell divides transversely in one plane. The cells are placed one above other, forming a structure called as a suspensor, and this suspensor at the tip contains the embryonal cells. This is the embryonal cell, and this structure is called as a suspensor. This structure is called as a suspensor. Now the function of suspensor, this suspensor when divides transversely in one plane, it pushes the embryonal cell or the developing embryo deep inside. This pushes the developing embryo deep inside the endosperm to get the proper nourishment from the endosperm. The function of suspensor is to push the embryo, developing embryo, deep inside the endosperm for the proper nourishment. And this suspensor cell contains the basal cell towards the micropylar end. It is called as a haustorium. And the last cell of the suspensor, it is called as the hypophysis. Hypophysis. And this hypophysis bears the embryonal cell above, or the developing embryo above. Now later, this stage will develop into, now the upper embryonal cell divides. Embryonal cell divides by 3 successive divisions which are right angled to each other. Embryonal cell divides with 3 successive cell divisions which are right angled to one another, forming a octant stage. And embryonal cell look like this. It forms the octant stage. Here the embryonal cell, below this here are the suspensor cells. Here is the haustorium, suspensor. It look like this. It forms the 8-celled stage. First cell division results into the 2 cells. First cell division results into the 2 cells. Second cell division, which is right angled to the first division, resulting into the formation of 4 cells. And the third division is the transverse or the horizontal, resulting or right angled to the first 2 divisions, resulting in the development of 8-celled stage. Now the embryo with the 8 cell is called as the octant embryo or the octane stage. And later this octane stage will develop into the heart-shaped structure. Here it is the suspensor, heart-shaped structure, suspensor, haustorium is there. This is the multicellular structure which develops the cotyledons as well as the embryonal axis. The lower, now in the octant stage, the lower cells, in the octant stage, the lower cells forms the radical structure. Lower cells will develop into the hypocotyle and radical structure. In the octant stage, the lower cells or the lower 4 cells will develop the radical and the hypocotyle. It develops the radical and hypocotyle. These 2 structures. The radical will develop into the root system, and the upper 4 cells will develop. The upper 4 cells will develop into the cotyledons. The upper 4 cells will develop into the cotyledons and the plumule structure. Understood? In the octant stage, the lower 4 cells or the lower tier of cells will develop into the radical and hypocotyle, and the upper cells will develop into the cotyledon and the plumule. Later, this octant stage divides to form the mass of cell, which gradually becomes a heart shape, and the lateral side will develop into the cotyledon. This lateral side will develop into the cotyledon, and the central part will develop into the embryonal axis having plumule and radical structure. Later, by successive cell divisions, this heart-shaped structure will develop into the curved horseshoe-shaped structure. Will develop curved horseshoe-shaped structure, and at the center it contains the embryonal axis. Here it is the embryonal axis. Here the structure is cotyledons. These are the cotyledons. Here it is the embryonal axis. This structure is plumule. This one is radical. And this is the development of a dicot embryo. This embryo contains the 2 cotyledons. This is the dicot embryo. Understood the development of dicot embryo? Now these are the structure. These are the cotyledons. Here it is the embryonal axis which shows the plumule and radicle. Plumule will develop into the shoot system while radicle will develop into the root system. And this entire embryo is surrounded by the endosperm. The entire embryo is surrounded by the endosperm. Here the nutritive tissue endosperm is present. This occurs in the dicot. Understood the development? First, the zygote which is diploid will undergoes the first division which forms the two-celled stage called as a proembryo. Out of these two cells, the lower cell or the basal cell towards the micropyle is called as a suspensor cell, and the upper cell towards the chalazal end, which is smaller than the suspensor cell, is called as a embryonal cell. Later, the suspensor cell divides transversely in a one plane to form a rows of cells, and this is called as a suspensor. This suspensor pushes the developing embryo deep inside the endosperm for the proper nourishment. Later, the embryonal cell divides by 3 successive divisions into the octant stage. These divisions are right angle to one another, and out of this 8 cell stage, the lower tier of cells, the 4 cells will develop into the radicle and hypocotyle structure, and upper cell will develop into the cotyledons and plumule. Later, the successive cell divisions forms the embryonal knob into the heart-shaped structure. Later, this structure develops into the horseshoe-shaped structure by elongation of hypocotyle and by the elongation of cotyledons. It appears like a horseshoe shape. It develops the embryonal axis having plumule which develops into the shoot system and radicle which develops into the root system. The same development is seen in the monocot embryo, which is up to this octant stage same as that of dicot. These stages in the dicot only differ in the monocot stage. Like I will draw a diagram here. Up to the octant stage, the development is similar. Up to this octant stage, the development is similar in dicot as well as in the monocot. Only the difference in the monocot, now from this octant stage, monocot, the very well known example of monocot is maize. Take the maize grain. This is the maize grain. Here are the fruit wall and the seed coat. Here it is the endosperm in the maize grain. Here it is endosperm, and this single shield shaped cotyledon, it contains the single shield shaped cotyledon. This is called as the scutellum. The shield shaped cotyledon is called as the scutellum. The single cotyledon is present in the monocot. The shield-shaped cotyledon in the maize is called as a scutellum, and this scutellum at the lateral side contains the embryonal axis like this. This is plumule, and this one is radicle. The plumule is protected with the protective sheath called as a coleoptile. The plumule is protected with a protective sheath called as a coleoptile, while the radicle is protected with the protective sheath called as a coleorhiza. While the radicle is protected with protective sheath called as a coleorhiza. This structure is present in the monocot stage. The very well known example of monocot is maize. Up to this octant stage, the development is same in monocot as well as in the dicot, but in the monocot, only the single shield-shaped cotyledon is present. It is called as the scutellum, and at the lateral side of the scutellum, it possesses the embryonal axis. This embryonal axis contains plumule at the upper side, which is protected with coleoptile, and radicle at the lower side, which is protected with the coleorhiza, protective sheath called as the coleorhiza. And finally, the succulent ovule will turn into the seed, and ovary wall will develop into the fruit. Understood the embryonic development? Now the ovule will turn into the seed, and fruit wall, ovary wall will turn into the fruit. Thank you.